Good morning. Today we're doing our second to last objective of the year. It is CO69. I can solve for an unknown angle in a triangle or quadrilateral. So remember, we have CO70 tomorrow. We have field trip Friday. No school Monday. Practice test Tuesday. Be ready with your help sheet for that practice test on Tuesday. So that means tomorrow we have CO70. We will correct it on Tuesday, unless if we have time, if we come back early. I don't know what's going to happen Friday if it's raining and we come back early from the field trip. So have your CO70 done tomorrow night, right? It's homework. We will correct it the next time I see you and then do the practice test. All right, so CO69. Every triangle, no matter its size, will have angles that add to what, everyone?
180 degrees.
180 degrees. So, if a triangle is 180 degrees, what would a quadrilateral have to equal? Clara? 360 degrees. If we look at quadrilaterals, four-sided figures, we can cut it in half and see two triangles. It doesn't matter what that quadrilateral looks like. Four-sided figures, you can always cut in half to be two triangles. So if a triangle is always 180 degrees, a quadrilateral always has to be 360 because it's two triangles put together. Those are important numbers to remember for this one. Why is it important, you may ask? If you know how many degrees are supposed to be in a shape, you can easily set up an equation to solve for an unknown angle. Let's take a look at 2 below. Look at this first triangle. How can we figure out what our missing degree is? What do you think, Finley?
Add both the degrees we know and then subtract 180.
So 70 plus 60 is 130, and then I can subtract that away from 180, and I am left with 50, so it is 50 degrees. Is there another way we could solve that? My brain just automatically goes a different way. So when I look at this, I say, well, I know there's 180 total, and I'm just going to subtract 70 and subtract 60 from that 180, and I'm going to be left with 50 degrees. Do we get the same answer?
Yep.
Yeah. Doesn't matter which way you do it? No. What matters is you're getting the same answer, right? Doesn't matter which way your brain looks at it. Finley looked at it and said, oh, I can add those two together and subtract that one time. My brain looked at it and said, instead of adding and then subtracting, I'm going to subtract and then subtract. Either way, same answer. So if we're looking at our quadrilateral, what could we do to solve that one? Ellie?
120 plus 75 plus 80. And then to subtract, you get 360, subtract 2 gets. What is that?
Yeah, I'm trying to, I don't have it written down. What's 120 plus 75 plus 85? Oh.
280.
And then take that 360 minus 280, what do we get, Bo?
80 degrees.
Now again, my brain, instead of adding them all up, I just said, well, instead of adding and then subtracting, I'm just gonna subtract, subtract, subtract. We get the same answer. So you decide which way works for you. So, why are we setting the equation to 180 degrees? Why is that our magic number, Elliot? Yeah, because there's 180 degrees in every triangle. Why for the quadrilateral did we set it up to be 360? Why was that our big number that we used? Joe?
Because if you cut any quadrilateral in half, you get two triangles. This side of one.
So there's 360 degrees in every quadrilateral, which is the same thing you were just saying. It's just putting it a little simpler. Right? 180 degrees in every triangle, 360 degrees in every quadrilateral. So let's look below. What's our missing degree for the triangle? Henry?
105?
Yeah. 180 minus 40 is 140. 140 minus 35 is 105 degrees. Or 180 minus 75 degrees is 105 degrees. What's our missing angle for the quadrilateral? Elliot? 105 plus 140 is 245. 245, you're a little off. Gavin? 20 degrees. The way to check it is you go back and you add them all together, and do you get 180 or 360? So on the test, should you go back and check your work? Yeah, because we just saw how easy it is to do a simple mistake. So always check your work, just re-add them. Now, we are in pre-algebra. Do you think it's going to stay this easy for this objective? No. So let's look at our next page. On that front page, I had every angle had a degree measurement. Do I see degree measurements for every angle except the one we're looking for? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And I have to use my previous knowledge to figure things out. If I look at that first triangle, I see a 73 degrees. What else do I notice? Oh,
Square in the corner.
what is that square in the corner? Tell me, Bo.
90 degrees.
Yeah, it's a right angle. It's 90 degrees. So write that in. The next one, I've got all 3 degrees. That's an easy one. Then this one, there are no degrees. What the what? How can I find missing angles when I have no degrees listed? What do I have to do, Colton?
Just divide it by 3 because they're all the same.
How do you know they're all the same, Colton?
Because they all have the lines which means they're congruent.
They all have those notches saying they're congruent. If all the sides are congruent, what do we know about all the angles?
Has to go 180 degrees.
Yeah, but if all the sides are congruent,
Oh, so they all have to be equal.
all the angles are congruent. Look at my next one. I have 100 degrees and 100 degrees. How do I find our missing 2? Henry?
Well, you can see the little arcs on the angles. That implies that both those angles are the same.
So just like on sides, we have notches that show congruent. Here we have arcs that show they are congruent. Use that knowledge to figure out what your 2 missing angles are, knowing that they are congruent. Then we have review. Getting ready for that test next week. Go through the review. Is it your pencil?
Yes.
Are you needing something, Madeline?
Yeah, this is my pencil.
Do you have it back?
Yes.
Okay. Do I want shenanigans while I'm teaching? What, Lucas?
He took my pencil.
Okay. Do I want shenanigans while I'm teaching? No. Nobody should do shenanigans, and somebody else doing it doesn't excuse you following and continuing it. We need to be responsible and respectful. Okay. Do your homework page. If you finish, work on that math packet. If you have, homework, or not homework, if you have, retakes, I will see if there's time, if we can get any of those retakes in. Okay, but it is quiet work time. If you are watching at home, I hope you are well, and I hope to see you soon. Have a wonderful day.